Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. To throw is Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. On 4th down, Darnold. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
He should have just took what he gave me.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers caught by Cobb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 50 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Come hands up him.
Let's
go, boy.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
This nigga can't
throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Penny. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
About defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a look at themselves and figure out how to not do it.
Gets by him and out a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Stop fucking.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
That was good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Hey, I'm still up.
This will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. This is
Oh
caught
my God!
inside
Thank
the
God! It
15.
got there.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Quarterback.
DJ
Oh, I
Moore,
thought it
That
was a
nigga look.
rough play.
45
That security nigga look
yards.
like
And
him.
the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I thought it was a
Gonzalez to
run.
add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
I beat that pussy up. Beat that pussy up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Boy, where would these guys be without his
Hell no,
performance
nigga.
on the ground?
Fuck wrong
That
with
puts
you.
him over 100 yards
Fuck
now
wrong
for the
with
afternoon,
you.
and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Oh.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown. Robert Tunyon. Touchdown.
Awareness ain't fucking one.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point.
Please stop playing me like I'm at Richard 4 years ago. I'm at a higher place.
10-point lead.
Stop it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I'm gonna go take a piss while you play. I'm not even gonna pick up the phone.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
I'll let the computer pick the defense. I'm gonna let the computer pick the defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try it. And Darnold, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Darnold keeps it, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be so. Now look out, Rodgers.
Somebody.
Lost the football.
Thank you.
Picked up by the Panthers.
Somebody. Somebody.
That's a combination of
They literally sat there on that edge, just still like.
because a lot of guys will look at the
Sit right there.
scoreboard
Don't
and
roll.
go,
No.
this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Oh, what a juke into space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Don't lead us down. Don't lead us to.
136 yards
Don't
rushing
lead us
for him
to.
now as his sensational afternoon continues. This is McCaffrey on the give. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Emma.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the ground, McCaffrey. Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Darnold to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's
My bad. My bad, bro. Hey, my bad. Hey. My bad.
There to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Way to stay in bounds.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air
I know
on
this
it,
nigga
that
pissed.
play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
One final try now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught.
Ah! Weak ass fucking nigga! You ain't fucking with me, nigga! You ain't fucking with me!
Victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the
He ain't